Morning, David. Before we get into this week's weekly wrap, we've had a few comments on Twitter and Facebook about the beard. What's the story there?
Look, it's pretty cold up here in winter, and I just thought I'd grow it through the winter, but we've had 5 city seconds this week, and I'm pretty superstitious, so it'll be gone by the weekend.
All right. Now, David, you leave for England tonight to put the final touches on Criterion, who runs on the 19th. He's 30-1 in the Juddmonte. What are you expecting from him?
Look, Ben sent through his final bit of work yesterday, and it was outstanding. I was there when he did a big gallop 2 weeks ago, and I can say that he's absolutely thriving. He looks fantastic going into the Spring Carnival. Just unfortunately, the Juddmonte is a galaxy of stars. I think there's 5 runners in the race that would be favourite for the Cox Plate. So to give you an idea how hard the task is going to be, but he is very well, and it'll top him right off for a really good spring down here in Melbourne.
Back on home turf, we're racing at Caulfield on Saturday. 2 runners in the Lawrence Stakes, race 7 over 1400. Let's start with Dibiani, who makes his Australian debut. He's $4 second favourite.
His best form is outstanding, and his trial down the straight I thought was very, very good. He will race a bit fresh, and he'll be only improved by the run, but he's a high-class import from Hong Kong that we think will have a good spring.
And the second runner is Petrology, who comes off a last start third behind Smoke and Joey, who's favourite here.
Yeah, look, he just needed the run, and this horse gets better as he gets into his preparation, and I think he can improve dramatically. Drawn awkwardly, but he likes to go back from the barrier.
What would be a pick of those two?
I would say probably Petrology with the race fitness, but I'm not confident in saying that. I really did like Dibiani's trial, but I'm mindful that it's his first run for a long time.
Race 8 over 1200, so he's fast and rocking resume. Damien Lane rides, he's 9-1.
Yeah, barrier 1, first up, got a huge weight, but Damien's been riding in really good since he's got back from Hong Kong. I've been thrilled with the way he's been riding, and he's a really good horse fresh, so he's an each way chance.
Pago Rock runs in the 8th, he's 20-1.
Yes, very fit horse. Often these races at this time of year are won by the race fit horse. So it was a pretty competitive up the straight the other day, and Keith Jung, who rode him, said that if he'd had another look down the straight, he thought he could have reversed the result.
2 runners to close out the day in the 9th over 1800, starting with the top weight Pacific Heights.
Yeah, I really liked his run at Pakenham the other day. Drawn awkwardly, he'll be finishing very strongly late. I think there's a win just around the corner for this horse.
Epsom Hill is the second runner in the 9th, he's 14-1.
Yeah, look, I think it'll be too short for him. First up at that distance, you would think not, but he's a real 1.5 mile horse. So the moment he gets to 1.5 miles, I'll be looking out for this horse. I think he's a promising young stayer.
And no real standouts on paper to recommend. Do you have one to watch for Saturday?
I'd be watching Dibiani, and I'd be probably having something each way on Fast and Rocking.